So today we're gonna make Rick Ross into this egg character called Gudetama. So this is the character, and we're basically gonna turn him into this guy. So basically what we want is a photo of Rick Ross's face. We also want to get an eggshell photo. Also, I figured we could use Play-Doh for his body since, I don't know, Play-Doh looks like a good fit. And then we're also gonna want to get this and just save it as reference. You're going to open them up on Photoshop right here. So you have these three. Let's just zoom out. Open up a new document. Set it to 1000 by 1000. So this resolution is 72 because that's for if you want to put it on the internet. If you want to print it, set to 300. So we're gonna start with this eggshell. So we're gonna select all, copy, and then paste. Okay, so once you copy and paste this eggshell image onto this document or this whatever, this window, you're gonna go to the pen tool and then you can just zoom in so you could see what you're doing. You're just gonna wanna cut out this brown part of the eggshell right here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, unless you want to be perfect. It's whatever. So you're just gonna cut it out. So once you're done outlining that with the pen tool, hold down Command and click on the shape layer so it selects that shape you just made. And then you're gonna click on this egg layer. I guess we'll just title it egg or whatever, can't spell. And then if you go to Command J, it duplicates that layer. So now you have this. You could go and delete this shape because you don't need it. What you could do next is go back to this layer and then just cut out the background piece using the pen tool. And then you can just go around this part. It doesn't have to be perfect. Hold down Command, select the shape, click on this egg layer, go Command J, and that will duplicate it. We're gonna zoom out. We're gonna hide this layer. So this is the white part, and then there's this. So you could delete this shape layer. So we're gonna name this front and then back. So we have this right now. So next thing we want to do is get this shape. Figured we'd use Play-Doh because it's pretty spot on. So we're just gonna zoom in. Since I'm lazy right now, we're just gonna do this, just crop that. And then we're just gonna use the magic wand tool and just while holding on shift, you can select it more. Set this tolerance up to 70 and just select all that gray area. Double click the background layer, press OK, and that makes it unlocked or whatever. And just delete. Just get this lasso tool and just go around like that. And I just want to single this Play-Doh ball out, and then you're gonna cut and then paste onto here. So from here you want to make it smaller. Free transform. Decrease the size a little bit, about to maybe here. Make it fit in there nicely, just stretch it out. Edges are kind of rough, so what we could do is press Command, press on, we'll just label this Play-Doh. Hold down Command, press this, and it selects the whole shape. You want to click on the W key on your keyboard, collect, select, and mask. And then you want to go to Shift Edge and just kind of take it down to negative 100%. Smooth it out to like 26, press OK. You want to invert the selection, which is, I think here somewhere. Oh yeah, inverse, and then just delete. And now you get like a nicer, smoother edge on the Play-Doh. So once you do that, you want to go back to this image and you kind of want to get this arm shape. You go to the pen tool, which is here, kind of just cut this or cut around it. Or not really cut, just make this shape of the arm. And you're gonna drag this onto this layer, so you have this. So this is the arm. Hold down Command, select the shape, click on the Play-Doh, and then do Command J. You see here, it's gonna duplicate that selection. So this is the arm. Bring the arm layer, right here, and then label this arm. You can make the arm however big you want. Using the free transform tool, you could just make it smaller, bigger. And there's this little edge here that you kind of see. So using the eraser tool, you're just gonna have your hardness set to 0%, size set to like whatever, and just kind of erase this little line right here. So you have the arm. Next thing you want to do is get the legs. Go back to the pen tool, You could delete this shape layer, it's useless. Do this. And then once you do that, click this, drag this here again. And then same thing, you just wanna put it, I'm bad at explaining shit. You wanna press Command, click on the shape, and then click on the Play-Doh layer, and then go Command J. And that's gonna give you this leg shape. And then so right now you have the leg, drag, and then you wanna make it smaller. So you go Command T for free transform and just kind of shape it like however, like that. And then you could duplicate it again, bring that there and put this behind. So now you have both the legs there. You could just move these around so they fit. And then to blend it in, go back to the eraser tool and just do that a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. And just move that there. So now you have the legs. And then, so now you want to get Rick Ross's face on there. So I don't know what happened there. So using the pen tool, cut around his head. And then you should change this opacity to 0 so you can see what you're doing. And then same thing, Command, and then hold down Command, click on this shape, and then click on this layer called background and go Command J, and it duplicates your selection. So now you have his head cut out. And then we're back here, and we're gonna paste his head on there. And then using free transform here or Command T, you could just shrink his head. And you could like make his head fatter, however you think, whatever looks best, kind of like that. So it looks like he's just hanging out. His body here, this egg character, his body's kind of sinking in. So select the Play-Doh layer again, this layer. Go to Edit, Puppet Warp, create anchors around so it doesn't really move shit. Do it in this area. And then finally just create one anchor here. And once you create that, drag that down a bit, create another anchor, just drag it down, do that, drag it down, and then just drag this. It's kind of like smooth out his stomach a bit, but have it sink in at the same time. And then once you're done, just press enter, and there's his stomach. Also, you want to add this little shine onto his head. So using the brush tool while holding Control, click, and you could change the size. Set it to about that size, hardness set to 100. Click on Rick Ross's head layer right here and just draw this little shine right there. And then if you want, you could have him saying sigh. So using the eyedropper tool, click here and then go back to the brush tool, make a new layer and just do this. And then last thing is you kind of want to make his head orangish yellow. So what you could do is go to this thing. It looks like a half moon. I don't know what it is. Create new fill layer, adjustment layer. Go to hue saturation. Once you do that, press Control and click, and then do a clipping mask over his head. You want to set the saturation about that much and get it till you kind of get it like this color, some orange color. And then once you do that, you're going to click out of there, and then you're going to go back here, go to levels, press Control, click, and then go create clipping mask. And then you're going to have this window, go to blue, and then you're just going to drag this little arrow this way so his head kind of turns more yellow, and then go back to RGB and then kind of just like mess around with it a bit, line it up, click back to hue saturation, and then you kind of make it more orange now, just like that, and there you go. That is how you turn Rick Ross into Gudetama. Thanks for watching, and yeah.